Hello the Pioneer viewers. We continue to bring you all the hot developments regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. As you know, the war continues. The news from the front line contains incredible details. Air forces are an important factor in times of war. Warplanes and combat helicopters can inflict great damage to the enemy by organizing effective attacks. Cargo planes are also very useful for the delivery of troops and weapons. War is an event with many consequences for states. State leaders should calculate these consequences and organize operations accordingly. It is necessary to use economic resources and the military's weapons resources economically and efficiently. The Ukrainian army has been trying to use its resources efficiently since the beginning of the Russian occupation. The Kiev authorities, who are trying to prioritize the interests of their country economically and militarily, are making more and more gains every day. The means at the disposal of the Kiev authorities are increasing thanks to the support of European countries. The Ukrainian army is also actively using this support in offensive operations. Another incredible operation was carried out by the Ukrainian army in the past days. The target of the Ukrainian army was the Su-24 fighter jet belonging to the Russian army. As a result of the intense pursuit of the Ukrainian army, the Russian warplane was shot down. The details of the operation are quite exciting. Ukrainian authorities have made and continue to make significant gains during the war. The fighter jets expected to contribute to the Ukrainian Kiev forces will arrive soon. In the current situation, the Ukrainian army carries a significant power in terms of air dominance even with the drones it has. With the active use of fighter jets in the ongoing process, the Ukrainian Air Force will experience a serious leap forward. Air targets belonging to the Russian army will also be destroyed more easily. In the latest information reported by Kiev authorities, it was reported that a Russian warplane crashed. The Ukrainian army continues to actively attack in every region of the front. Now, if you are ready, let's examine the latest developments together. As the Pioneer, we continue to inform you about the developments in the Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our daily reports and explanations. I also read all your comments on our videos. Please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments. Tell us in the comments what content you would like to see on the Pioneer channel. Let's start if you are ready. The Pioneer reports. The Ukrainian army made some important statements recently. After the statements, a video showing the battle scenes was also released. The video shows the moments when Ukrainian forces shot down a Russian Su-25 fighter jet over the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine the other day. The video, first published by the 110th Separate Mechanized Brigade, a unit of the Ukrainian ground forces, has been republished by the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense. The Ukrainian Ministry of Defense gave an important message in the explanation part of the video. The 110th Mechanized Brigade, a known operational unit of the Ukrainian army, carried out the operation. The video released by the 110th Mechanized Brigade included footage of the destruction of the Russian Su-25 jet. Russia's Air Force has suffered heavy losses throughout the war in Ukraine, and Kiev announced last month that it had shot down a number of Soviet-era Russian Su-25s. There have been many moments when the Russian military has been helpless in the face of Ukrainian offensives. The Ukrainian army has been conducting operations against strategic points belonging to the Russian army in pursuit of its own objectives. Battlefield images published by Ukrainian forces lead to significant gains. The images published on social media show the operational successes of the Ukrainian army to the whole world. The 110th Separate Mechanized Brigade said on social media that we were surprised that the Russian pilot had the audacity to fly into our brigade's area of responsibility. From the moment the rocket was launched until the moment it hit the side of the plane, he did not have much time to regret his stupid act, the brigade added. The Ukrainian brigade mocked the Russian pilots, saying they were suicide bombers. Russian fighter pilots are becoming fewer and fewer every day and are forced to work intensive shifts. Last month, a statement was released by the U.S. military's European Command, General Christopher Cavally. In the statement, American lawmakers said Russia had lost about 10% of its aircraft fleet since President Vladimir Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. In an update on this very agenda, the Kiev military said Moscow had lost 359 aircraft in the war so far. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, which publishes daily figures on Russia's troop and equipment losses, added that Russia has lost a total of 520,850 troops. The Russian Su-25 was shot down in Ukraine's Donetsk region, which, along with the Luhansk region, includes the Donbass region, which faces constant bombardment. Since Russia's first invasion of eastern Ukraine in 2014, the Kremlin has continued its offensive to take full control of the regions. Ukraine's defense is mounting a fierce defense against Russian troops. The Ukrainian army is gaining a great deal of combat experience through the effective use of drones. After Ukraine confirmed that its drones had shot down at least 2 ultra-modern Russian Su-57 fighter jets stationed at an airbase far from the front lines, the security of Russia's air defenses came into question. The Ukrainian attack was complemented by the destruction of at least 2 Su-57 jets, Ukraine's first known example of targeting Russia's most advanced aircraft. According to Kiev's military intelligence service, the incident, which took place some 365 miles from the existing front lines in eastern Ukraine, contains classified details. Local sources report that Moscow's commanders are struggling with Ukraine's technological superiority in asymmetric warfare. In articles published last week, Russian military commentators continued to complain about superior Ukrainian drone and electronic warfare capabilities on the battlefield. Some Russian military experts have expressed concern not only about Ukraine's drones, but also about its radical advantage in the number of operators and Kiev's more advanced organizational drone structures against Russian adversaries. Faced with struggles on the battlefield, Ukraine has significantly increased its drone offensive, targeting critical infrastructure and military assets deep inside Russian territory. Ukrainian forces continue to carry out their largest drone strikes to date, including a significant attack last month targeting multiple Russian air bases. What do you think about the Ukrainian military's response? Do you think it is possible for the Russian military to make up for the downed warplanes? What do you think are the differences between the Ukrainian and Russian military? Do you think that the Ukrainian army has an advantage in drones? We care about your opinion. Please share it with us.